Hey, Henchmen. So a year ago, I was basically done covering Alex Stein for good. I mean, he's popped up here and there, but I haven't done a real show about him in almost exactly a year. If you don't know the story between me and Alex, here's the QRD, okay? A while back, years ago, I was invited to go on Alex's old podcast. I was a guest on there. And, you know, it's a funny thing. When I went on there, one of the first things I said to Alex is, you know, I love this slimy, you know, greaseball, Jewish used car salesman character that you play. What I didn't realize is that that's not a character. And I don't mean like, oh, he actually is that slimy type. I mean, he was literally a used car salesman until like a year ago. Up until very, very recently, he's done every... This is not a joke, by the way. You can look this up. He was selling used cars while famous. While, like, shouting out at AOC, you big booty! You big booty! I mean, I love you, big booty! Shark teeth. We're going to do a whole Shark Week on Alex Stein now because I am going to have to start covering him again. Not my fault, really. More his fault, actually. In fact, that's not the only slimy job he did. Used car salesman. He was a bail bondsman up until like a year. He actually might still be a bail bondsman. It's no hard feat for Alex to slide from one greasy job to another. It totally made sense when he made the leap from doing the, you know, oddball, low rent reality TV show circuit over to right-wing grifter comedian. That was a pretty easy transition. And he's going to be every new greasy thing that comes along too. Anything at all to get that little taste of fame. In fact, he's so desperate for it that he's even willing to still talk to me, Jesse, on the Steel Toe Morning Show. I couldn't believe it. Here's what ended up happening. Alex was supposed to be a guest on my show years ago, and he backed out. And the reason he backed out, by the way, was Vito Gesualdi. Yeah, that Vito told Alex that I was going to troll Alex if he came on my show. So watch out. Steer clear of this Jesse guy. He's gonna hurt you. He's gonna get you. Now, I wasn't really that hurt by any of that. That wasn't such a big deal to me. I made a little fun of him, and I figured that would be that. And I kind of thought he would take it better, considering he calls himself King of the Trolls.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
I'm the king of all trolls. None of these people are known, and I'm like known, you know, across the world.
Across the whole world, Alex is known. So I thought he would take it in stride. He didn't. He threatened to sue me, and he threatened to send bounty hunters to my parents' house. Now, luckily for me, it seems like Alex backed out on all of this stuff. But it was really tough because I did this episode exposing all of this stuff about Alex, and then he went around the internet lying about it, telling people that none of these things were true, telling people that he didn't threaten to sue me, that he didn't try to send bounty hunters after my parents, that he's not Jewish. Which I don't have a problem with, but why lie? He tried to tell people that his grandmother isn't a bang, bang, pow, pow, oops, you're dead kind of.
What's wrong with being a groomer?
You know, that kind of person.
I'm saying, if you diss it, you got to take it. That's why people call me, oh, you're a cringe loser. People, oh, sending me all these messages making fun of my dead mom. And it sucks, but dude, I had to take it. That's part of it.
Okay, that's kind of too long to be a drop. I don't really know why that's on the board, but
at the end of the day, it is what it is.
So the point of the matter is, on all of this, Alex has been lying about everything. And I kind of moved on. I made fun of him. It's very clear he's terrified of me. And then I go on the Steel Toe Morning Show and I get an opportunity. I see a little sliver of daylight and I took it. And oh boy, did I take it, because finally I went head to head, face to face after all this time against Alex Stein. It happened. Now, the jury's out on how it went, but I'm going to let you judge because I think the best way to handle all this is just for you to see the entire thing. All the context, everything included. I'm going to play it for you. Plus, you know, he couldn't stop bringing up Mersh during this entire thing. And the craziest part maybe to come out of all of this is Mersh was watching live. He saw it and he sided with me. Mersh actually agreed with me. So I'm going to show you all of that, the Mersh, the Alex Stein, plus because we live in hell and we will never, ever, ever escape this. The entirety of season Ephemera Obscura is going to be Nick Rekieta related. I got a shout out from Nick Rekieta. So don't go on the internet tomorrow. This is Pod Awful. Loud equals funny.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here too. Welcome everybody. This is Pod Awful. I'm your host, Jesse P.S. Thank you, Henchmen, for joining me. Okay, well, the internet has crapped out another one for us, so here we go again. Wow, thanks everybody. There's, people in the chat room are lighting up. It's all over the place. Jesse, you won before it even started. Then we got another guy under his alt account saying the jury's not out. Stein owned you. We'll take a look. You get to watch along with us. I hope the Alex people are watching. Actually, I know for a fact they are. But we'll come back to that a little bit later. Let's start with something even more fun here. Let's start with the Nick Rekieta stuff so we can get it out of the way. Now, this is what Steel Toe always says. Steel Toe is always like, we got to get this Nick Rekieta stuff out of the way so we can get to some real content. And then Wheelchair Johnny crumbles into a pile of dust. A windstorm comes through and he just goes away. Aaron doesn't even notice because he's looking over here somewhere. So I don't know what's going on over there, Aaron, and I don't think you do either, but it needs to stop. So we're going to do the Nick Rekieta thing real quick here. I promise. Real quick, not steel toe quick, real quick. Again, the chat room going crazy. We're live over at podawful.tv. Our show is very, very, very banned on the internet. So make sure you check out podawful.com to get all the episodes you might be missing. Let's see what they're saying. LOL, who the fuck likes Stein? Somebody says, we got Pickles in the chat, Pod Awful 1. Guys, save your judgment. I don't know. I mean, people are on all sides of this thing. I'm not saying anything. More like Alex stinks, they're saying. Well, we do call him Alex Stein 109. And I think he did just get kicked out of another internet show. So let's check in with this this Nick Rekieta clip here. This is interesting. This is a little bit this is something I invented, okay? This is called Pod Awful in the Mild.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
All right, this is Pod Awful in the Mild, all right? Nick Rekieta, here we go.
Robin Williams says Pod Awful is watching. Not watching that calorie count.
What? Hang on, I was really excited for a second. Let me roll that back. Wait.
Pod Awful is watching.
Okay, yeah. Right? This is what we do, Jules. We clap. Okay, so woo! Pod Awful's watching. It's Pod Awful's watching you. It's in the theme song. Again, that's what it was stolen from, the theme song. But, okay, Pod Awful's watching. That part's good. And then he says something.
Not watching that calorie count.
Okay. Number one, Nick knows I'm fat. Nick is watching Pod Awful. Woo!
Pod Awful 1! Pod Awful 1!
Ooh, Nick's watching Pod Awful. So Pod Awful's watching you. Nick's watching Pod Awful watching you. I mean, this is great. I'm excited about that. If he knows I'm fat, and by the way, I do need to lose, okay, a few pounds by August. I've lost some weight. All right. I'm still doing better than Mersh, which was the goal. Get as fat as Mersh, then lose more before August, before him. It was never stated which August. And it never will be stated which August. But I am counting calories. That's true. I've actually been counting Nick's children's calories. And, oh, look at that. We hit a new record. 100 days, 0 calories. Wow. Congrats. It's none. You know, it really isn't fair of me to be not counting my calories, considering there are starving children in Nick Rekieta's house. Thank you. Wow. The starving kids of, in all seriousness, I'm glad people like Nick are calling me out on this. This is what should happen when Mersh gets made fun of for being fat. You know, it should be a little kick in the pants to go, maybe I need to lose a few more pounds. Okay. So we will be hitting at least 15 more pounds lost very soon here, because I can't have people like Nick Rekieta. I mean, I'll never be as skinny as him. I have been considering doing some diet drugs. Do you guys think Nick Rekieta's kids might have the hookup? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my Nick Rekieta chunk. Now we go immediately into Aaron Imholty. See, I told you I would do it way faster than Aaron does. I cannot exit this. Is that good? Is that good or bad that I literally can't? This is how insidious the Nick Rekieta stuff is online. Look at this. I can't get rid of this from my screen here. He's stuck on here. He's part of the show now, permanently. This is burn-in. The internet, by the way, all of your screens out there, you're not safe. I don't know if you have liquid crystal displays or not, but you will permanently have Nick's baldo shaped bald spot in your screens from now on. Okay, let's see. All right, can I? Oh, wait, for a second, I had it. Bye-bye. Okay, I got rid of Nick. There we go. Let's go to Steel Toe. This is it. All right, here's what you need to know for the setup of this whole bit before we get into it. Steel Toe, like, he invited me to come on a show, and then he did that thing he always does where he teases me so that you have to pay the goal. I'm never doing this again, by the way. I will never go on his show if I'm being teased. My time is valuable. Now, in the lead up to me coming on, I was watching the show, and he reached out to Alex Stein. He wants Bubba the Love Sponge, who Alex is friends with, to be friends with him. And he needs some sort of, he needs to mend the fences there. So he texted Alex while live on the show and said, can you fix this relationship? Can I call you? And Alex responded, I'm at dinner. Let me get back to you. That's all you need to know. Now, here it is. I'm not even going to interrupt. This is pure Aaron Imholty hosting Pod Awful, confronting Alex Stein. And go. And go. Okay, you see that I am hitting play, right? Am I losing my mind here? What is going on? All right, hang on. We're going to figure this out, I promise. Professional show. Oh, okay. And go. It is not working. Is that bad? Because I kind of need this. This is like, you know, the majority of the program tonight. So tested this. It was working.
Hold on.
Here we go. Okay. Just had to reopen it, I guess. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Please look away. Look away.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the next 45 minutes or so, Jesse PS from Pod Awful. Do I have to change my shit?
Come over here. Come here.
What are you doing?
All right, so Dad just chops up the lines like this. Yeah? Yeah, we just chop up all the lines. and then you take the dollar and you snort it so Dad can be famous. Okay, Dad wants to be famous. Dad wants to be famous. Come on. Oh, sorry.
Hey!
Not up the nose. We're in the middle of something. Can I call you right back?
Do you want me to take you off the screen for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Jesse P. Well, he'll be here in a little bit. See, now I feel bad. I feel like that was my fault. I feel like I brought him on. I thought when Jesse came in, I thought it just meant like he's ready to go and I should just put him on the screen. I didn't.
Sorry.
Are you ready?
Sorry. All right.
How are you tonight?
I'm not great.
What's up? What's the matter?
Well, all right. There's a lot of things. Number one, you're wanting me to make up with Alex Stein. You want to make up with Alex Stein?
Come on. I like both of you. You know, you get me in a lot of trouble.
He barely likes you.
I know, but like I talk to you and I get in trouble with a lot of people. Mersh made my co-host cry just because I had you on.
Yeah, that's not my fault. Alex is a bad guy.
I like Alex.
Okay, you can. I don't care if you. I'm not Mersh. I don't care if you like other people or you want to. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it and then send you cat channel super chats about it. Which, by the way, Mersh sent in super chats from his cat channel to Nick Rekieta.
I saw that. Yeah. It was he helped.
Desperate for people to go click it, subscribe on his grandma cat channel.
He helped Nick.
He helped Nick send money to a criminal. But Alex Stein, I don't want to be friends with Alex Stein.
Come on. I want a world where you two, because like you fuck with people and he likes to fuck with people.
Yeah, but he doesn't like to be fucked with. And he can't handle it. He's a fake troll.
Well, help.
He loves
you can help him.
Pretending he's the king of trolls. He's so bad at it. He's so unfunny. He is so thin-skinned. He's just like Mersh when it comes to that. And I don't care if you like Alex Stein. I don't care if your audience likes Alex Stein. I have personal beef with him because he threatened to sue me and send bounty hunters after my parents. I'm not going to become friends with that guy.
Okay, he's going to make good with Bubba and I, and I'll make good with him and you. We'll pay. It'll be a favor. You know, we'll pay it back.
This already was attempted. Okay, what you're attempting already happened once. Yeah. Brittany Venti is a friend of mine and a friend of Alex.
I saw that. Yeah.
And she asked him to, hey, let's all talk it out. Let's wipe the slate clean. And I gave him that chance. That was a year ago. I gave him that chance. We could have made up. We could have done all this. And then and he said no. He rejected the thought immediately, which is what he would do with you, by the way. You would never have the opportunity. He would never agree to this. I agreed to it a year ago because I knew he would never agree to it. Okay. And then the more time I've had since then, and the more things I've learned about Alex Stein since then, I would look insane trying to be his. That would just look, you know what people would accuse me of? They'd just say, oh, you're clout chasing.
Oh, sure.
I don't need his clout, which is crumbs, by the way. He is literally paying out of pocket to keep that Blaze show going. You got to remember, most of those subscribers to that show were stolen from Elijah Schaefer's show. That his YouTube channel for the Blaze used to be Elijah Schaefer and Sydney Watson's channel for the Blaze.
So the Blaze won't let him use his own channel for that,
which would make more sense if you think about it.
His own channel does well when he puts stuff up.
Exactly. But no, they stole viewers to try to keep it all in the Blaze and then do something with this, now useless, defunct YouTube channel that they had.
Yeah.
So all of the people that are subbed to it, they're not watching Alex's show. And I know from insider info that Alex is paying out of pocket to keep it going. He's like having to pay his own employees. He pays people to seed his shit out there. Very Mike David style, by the way. He pays people to like put his stuff out there. When you see Alex Stein shit getting promoted to you or coming up naturally in your Twitter timeline, he paid people to do that. And he's got like some real crazy, like legitimate sycophant fans.
So we're not going to be able to put this back together again. I understand.
Actually, I would love to still be friends with Alex. And
Great.
I'll give him a second chance.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it next week. So when you fully co-host Wednesday night, you and Alex are going to put it back together. That's the goal.
Well, now you gave him a text and he said he's going to call you after dinner. I feel like it's after dinner time. Why don't we try to get him on right now?
I'm the only reason I'm not going to do that, and it's a chicken shit reason. It's a chicken shit reason because I like Alex and I don't want to. What do they call that when you? What do they call those interviews when the Fox News guy fucking jumps?
Gotcha.
Not a gotcha. There's not a sabotage interview. Not a gotcha. There's a fucking gay news word they use for it.
A gotcha interview.
It's,
It's called a gotcha.
Maybe it is a gotcha interview. Fuck it. So now the other thing I want to talk to you about before we
No. Hang on a second.
No, the
I
Alex
have to say
Alex
this.
thing we're gonna work on. We're gonna let it hang
I
there.
have to say this before we move on
Okay.
about that. You have the opportunity right now to do the thing you were talking about. And the only reason you have to do is you have to not do it right now is because it would make Alex potentially uncomfortable. And you don't want to sever your relationship with him. But Alex Stein had on a guy that he claims he likes called Dom Lucra onto his show and snuck Mersh onto the show so that Mersh could call him out and say all the shit that Alex was too chicken shit to say.
Would you say that's a chicken shit move?
No.
Oh God! Oh, that close.
No. I said when he did it, this is a good thing to do.
Okay.
But I also said if this happened to Mersh, Mersh would melt down. If this happened to Alex Stein would melt down. Let's put it to the test right now. I'm saying that Alex would never agree, that Alex is thin-skinned and can't handle a troll. You have the perfect opportunity in your hands right now to do all of that, to prove that I'm wrong about Alex, to give us the chance to make up, and to give Alex a little bit of a taste of his own medicine.
Oh,
This is what
shit.
he's willing to do.
Are you fucking kidding? You keep your mouth shut right now. You understand? You keep quiet. All right. Now listen. If Alex has been listening to the show, he knows what's going on. But I don't want this to be a fucking gay sabotage thing. I'm going to take him off the roadcaster real quick. I'm going to talk to him. Hold on one second. This is off the air. You know? All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Stein, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, and I see Jesse. You know, this is the thing is, I don't even dislike Jesse. I know Jesse doesn't like me because I guess I sent him when he shared a picture of me in a bathing suit and then tried to say that I was a child predator. I did.
That's not what happened.
Just let him talk. Let him.
That's what happened. Jesse, that's what happened, and I still would consider legal action because that is terrible for you to accuse me of when you know that's not the case. So,
All right.
Really? 'Cause
Yeah.
I have the screenshots right here of why you actually threatened legal action against me. You want to go over them?
it was because of what you were saying about me. You were saying the most disgusting stuff. And Jesse, listen, I
have the screen. All right, I've got it right here. How about you
Here,
unblock me on Instagram? I'll bring it up live on Instagram right now to prove it's not
All right,
fake.
Alex, you say that it's because of the child molester thing. That's a fucking weighty charge to throw at somebody.
Yes, in this, but let me just say this: it's like Jesse. You know, you think I hate you. I don't hate you. I think that you know how to edit well.
I don't think you think about me.
I don't think about you hardly at all. My point is, I understand what you're trying to do. So it's like when I go and I troll a politician, the best way that they can stop me is when they ignore me. So I have to
It's not
ignore.
trolling a politician by going, "You've got a big butt." That's not a troll.
Kind of
That's
is,
just
right?
sexual harassment, you retard.
Sexually harassing someone is a funny
Jesse,
troll.
That's not a
retard.
troll. You don't troll
You've been
anybody. You
trying to
can't
make it funny
handle
for
being
that.
trolled.
Jesse, you're mad at me because I've had more success in a shorter time. You've been on the internet 20 years.
I don't give a
and you
shit
haven't-
about your
haven't
success.
made any- Okay, well,
It
don't
took
think
you
you
the
seem
same
jealous
amount
at
of
all?
time to get to this point. You went on every reality show and it failed. You were the first one kicked off of every one of these reality shows.
That's not
where
true. You know
attempted
that's
to
not
become the-
true. I've been kicked off first, and
All right,
I'm
what
last.
about the
and I'm
Glass
there.
House? Did you get kicked off first
guys-
on the Glass House?
Guys, I just
Yeah,
want
I
to.
did on the ABC
And you
show.
tried
But
to set
listen,
yourself up as the villain on that show, but you failed as a troll and got kicked off
first
instantly.
of all, Jesse, you're talking about major network TV shows that I'm on. Like, you think I give
Wow.
a
Does
damn?
everybody remember the Glass House? Was it your favorite
Can't-
show? Is it still running?
Can you two, like, guys, who gives a shit? Jesse.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Jesse,
know. Jesse,
Jesse.
Here's what I give a shit about.
No.
Here's what I give a shit about.
Alex,
Alex threatened to
you're
send
jealous
bounty
of
hunters
Mersh.
to my parents' house because
you're
he got made
jealous?
fun of online by someone
Jesse,
else.
okay,
other
Alex.
than me.
Alex, I think it's
of
fair to let
Mersh.
Alex. I think
You
no.
looked up my
Hey, I
parents'
think it's fair.
address
I think
and
it's fair.
sent it to me and tried to threaten
All
me
right.
with bounty hunters.
I think
And
it's
I
fair.
still
lived with my
might. I
parents.
still might.
Oh,
I still might, Jesse.
Do
I
it.
still might.
Do it.
All right. I'm just telling you, Jesse, I don't have any hard feelings. You need me for content.
Do it,
That's
Alex.
fine.
I don't need you. I haven't covered you in forever.
Guys.
You need me, Jess.
I need you for content. No, you need fish tank for content.
Mersh. Why would I need you? I've never ever interacted with you, and I've been more successful since
I was on your show. What are you talking about? You've never interacted with me.
I'm talking about since you and I had a falling out. I've never interacted.
No. Okay. This is the thing. This is what Aaron doesn't understand. We didn't have a falling out. There was no falling out.
You got mad because I canceled on your show. Yeah, because I didn't want to go on your show.
Alex onto a show.
Now, wait a minute. So now Alex, all right.
About to be trolled. That he backed out.
Bro.
He backed out because he was afraid I was going to troll him, and I have the
I didn't know what you were going to do. You had a naked transgender person on your show. I didn't want to be
naked.
Jesse,
they weren't
now,
naked.
wait a minute.
That means Alex is still watching my show because they weren't naked until 2 years later on my show.
Jesse, I will say this.
That guy posts naked pictures. Yeah, I've seen
Jesse.
You talk about me all the time.
Alex Stein is watching Pod Awful.
Now, Jesse, if I may.
About me, I see the clips.
Jesse, Alex.
I do. The loser Jesse PS watches everything that I do because you're such a loser. You A-log me.
We hate watching your show. Your show is unwatchable.
Yeah, my show has more viewers than yours. So that is what it is. More people
you have a fake audience.
Pay for views. Jesse, you're
YouTube
mad
channel
at me.
is your
I'm
channel.
more successful than you, Jess.
Sorry, did Elijah Schaefer start your YouTube channel, or did you
Jesse, Alex?
I don't own my YouTube channel. The Blaze owns my YouTube channel. The people that pay me money. So the people I work for. See, I work for a network, something you'll never do.
And
so
are you paying out of pocket to keep that shit going?
Okay, I feel like I'm
sometimes I'll pay my guests. I'll give them money to come on my show. I'll pay for their hotel and stuff. Yes, to keep my budget low. Yes. But luckily, I'm wealthy and I can afford it.
Can't afford a little bit of that.
Jesse, Alex.
No, I pay for it. I pay for it because I can, because I'm wealthy. Unlike you, Jesse. I'm not worried about a couple $100.
I got a trust fund.
This is not going well. This is not going well for me.
Well, you know what? Just because I do have a little bit of cash, you hate that too, dude. You're just hating on that, and I get it.
Yeah,
I would be mad if I was begging
money.
All
right, your dad gave you a credit card when you were 10. That's why I hate you.
Boys,
I'm an only child. Dad that has a successful business.
Sue me or send bounty hunters after my parents.
I might still sue you, Dad. I might still sue you.
Be even more of a fucking than you already are.
Whoa, Jesus fucking Christ. Can we not do the Jewish thing? Listen. Hold on.
Me.
Go ahead and lie about being Jewish some more. Go ahead.
Your whole content is literally watching Mersh, bud.
All right.
You hate
boys.
Mersh. You worship Mersh.
You could be
cool with Mersh if you try. Mersh gets more viewers than you, makes more money than you, and that's why you watch everything that Mersh does.
And I still make money off of you
you're obsessed with.
What are you talking about?
You're obsessed with men on the internet. That makes you homosexual.
You're watching Pod Awful. Ain't nobody here watching Alex Stein.
All right,
I've seen clips of you talking about me, Jess. Yes. I mean, what do you expect?
This did not go the way I intended it. This does not. I feel like they planned this.
You watch every episode of my show. You
planned to sabotage
You know everything about
to make me
You
look
say
like
I watch
shit.
you. You know every single thing about me, dude. So you're trying to say that I know stuff about you? You literally A-log me and watch every show and you know everything about my personal life. Because you're a loser that has studied me.
All right, guys.
That's why you know so much about me, because you're such a pathetic loser that you watch every single thing that I do. So you say you don't like me, but that's very ironic when you watch everything that I do, dude, and that you want me to unblock you so you can interact with me on the internet. That makes you pathetic.
Me. I don't give a shit. It's very funny.
You just asked me to unblock you earlier.
You literally block every single person that follows me. That's hilarious.
All right, boys.
You block people all the time, Jess. So it's like
that's like me saying you're obsessed with AOC. You're obsessed.
I am. Okay.
He actually is. I think he is.
That's a perfect example.
He is obsessed with
I like AOC and you like me. That's a very good analogy.
All right. See, look. Hey, guys. We had an agreement. No, real quick. We had an agreement. Jesse, Alex, wait.
You got upset about pickles in your chat.
Jesse, Alex, wait. We had
made you mad.
You watch everything I do.
Think about that. I know you're spending
crying over a
time
pickle.
trying to watch everything I do. I don't care about
right now,
pickles in
Alex. You
chat.
might want to run. There's
This is
pickles
the
in chat
most
right now.
cucked I've ever been in my life.
Jess, you know
No,
everything
let's not get
about me,
crazy
dude.
here.
You're the loser. You're the one that knows all about my childhood. You know about every show I've been on. You know I was on The Office. You talk about how I was on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You talk about how I was on Cougar Town. You talk about my TGI Fridays commercial. You know every little thing that I've ever done. That
Wait,
makes
hold
you
on a
the
minute.
Any
loser.
of those things? I don't know. I've
Time
never heard
out.
of
Time out. Wait a minute. Alex, you were on Cougar Town?
I don't know.
I'm on
any of those.
Cougar Town. I'm Pip
That's-
on a blam, dog.
Jesse,
Come
you
on,
got to be
Jesse
honest.
knows
That's
I'm a
pretty
Pip
big.
on a blam. And
What the
this
fuck
is the
is
thing.
Cougar Town?
That's a big show.
Yeah. And this is the
I've
thing,
never
Jess,
heard of
if
it.
I was nice to you and I said, hey, let's mend the fences, you would do it, dude. You know you would do it.
I just
You
had
would do
that
it.
opportunity and told him to bring
Yeah.
you on so I can make fun of you. And then you came on
Yeah,
to
you're
do it.
making fun of me. No, because I would like to talk to you because you're such a loser obsessed with Mersh, dude. You're obsessed with
You are
Mersh.
so desperate for
Just think
anything
about
that
that.
you are willing to do this call and you call into
But
Bubba the
no,
Love Sponge. who has
Jesse,
no viewers.
Jesse,
Now
now
Bubba's
you,
my
nobody
friend.
watching.
You watch
You still
everything I
calling this
do,
shit.
Jess.
Sorry,
You're
Aaron.
the loser
Sorry, but
that
let's be
A-logs
honest.
me.
Let's be honest.
Jess,
Nobody's watching
you watch
Bubba the Love Sponge.
thousands
You
of
can see the
hours
numbers.
of my content.
It's not
I'm friends with
happening.
Bubba the Love Sponge. Yes,
you
I have
say
friends.
yes
What?
to anything.
All
You're
right,
the guy
you guys-
that say yes to
True.
literally
I turn down
anything.
interviews all the time. Are you serious? You don't think I turn down
Yeah.
interviews, Jesse?
you guys, I got to say, you're making me feel shitty here because before this Rekieta stuff, I would have killed for Bubba's numbers. So anyway, look,
Yeah, Bubba's a nice guy. And you know what's funny is I would be nice to Jesse, but the reason why I even said I was going to sue him,
Betty
he got mad because he didn't go on his
Stein.
podcast.
Jesse.
Look up
Mad
Alex's
that
Jesse.
grandmother, the
butthurt that I
school
didn't go on your
shooter,
podcast.
Betty Minyard
Jesse.
Stein. The
Yeah, my
school
grandmother,
shooter.
that was dismissed.
Your
If you look into
grandmother
it, that was
is a
dismissed. She was threatened by high school kids and
shooter.
defended herself.
Your grandmother
She defended
Wait.
a
herself.
child.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Whatever
Wait a
you want
minute.
about my
And then
grandmother,
you
that was
ran
dismissed.
Wait.
for the school district where she shot the kid.
Jesse,
You're
can we
sick.
admit something? Jesse,
First
can
of
we
all,
admit something?
You
Jesse,
filmed
Jesse.
your dying mother
Jesse.
for clout.
I'm in the hospital watching my mom die slowly from COVID, and I still don't think we should have mandates. I still don't think we should have forced vaccinations. I understand some people are going to get respiratory illnesses and die. I love you so much, Mom. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you more than anything. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. In my life, I'm so thankful for you, Mom. I'm so thankful. I'm so sorry, Mom. I love you so much. I love you. Oh, I love you so much. I love you. I'm sorry.
Jesse,
You
in
are a
fairness.
fucking
Wow, my
sick
mom was given remdesivir and murdered in front of my face. I want people to know about how my mom got
poem
murdered,
that
Jesse.
you wrote
don't
about
know what
your
that's
mom.
like.
I
You think it's so
dare you.
funny to dunk on my
I
dead mom.
dare
You're a
you to
pathetic
read
loser.
the poem about your mom.
So I wrote a little poem to honor my mom. I miss my mother more than I ever thought. I've been to hell, and boy, it's hot. Watching my mom die in front of my face, it was more painful than a bottle of mace. Sometimes you forget the world is so bad until you go to Baylor Hospital and die before your son's dad. I will never recover from this pain. The memory of my mom dying is tattooed in my brain. I don't wish this hurt on any mortal soul. The feeling is empty, like a shattered bowl. I lost my number one fan on the earth. Without my mother, I feel little worth. Please don't let my mom die in worthless vain. Baylor Hospital killed her with a side of extra pain. My story is not unique in the slightest. So hug your mom and dad while they're still the brightest. Because my mom is dead and my heart is broken, you can lose a loved one before you finish that cig that you're smoking. And I'm telling you guys, what they did to my mom by slowly torturing her to death will not happen to me, because I'm not going to go out like that, first of all.
Jesse.
Yeah, I would read it because I want people to know about how my mom was killed in a hospital, Jesse. So yeah, for clicks, I want to get attention to how my mom was murdered during COVID, Jesse. That doesn't make me a bad person.
Jesse, you guys are
off the ventilator.
Jesse, you guys are agreeing.
Her off the ventilator.
You guys are agreeing on the mom
my
thing.
My mother was murdered, Jesse, and I want people to know that. That's why you know it, and you just love making fun of my dead mother. That shows you how sick you are in the head.
I'm gonna be his mom. Here's the child voice that sounds like his mom.
Role play, so.
Well, they'll wait till Alex is. Oh, there I am. Prime time. On the ground. So I'm being Alex's Jewish stepmother. So my name's Phyllis Stormacher and Alex.
Hey, Mom, are you there? I miss you so much, Mom.
Why, hello, my baby boy, Alex.
I miss you very much as well. Also, appreciate you ordering this
artificial intelligence program from Amazon because a portion
of your purchase goes to Trans Lives Matter.
Wow, Mom, that's so incredible that I get to communicate with you in the afterlife. The metaverse is actually pretty cool.
You're a pathetic
Betty
loser.
Minyard Stein tried to murder somebody one time.
You
still
love
love
making
her?
fun of dead people's relatives, dead relatives. You're a sick person.
Jesse, in fairness, Jesse, before we continue this, Jesse,
mom died.
Real quick, Jess, we have to admit,
I want people to know that my mom was murdered.
They planned this to make me look like an asshole. Jesse,
no, we didn't plan it.
I'm kidding. Jesse, you have to admit, somebody's grandma shooting a high school kid is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, because they were threatening her, and listen, I'm pro 2A.
I like the idea of an old lady shooting a kid.
Guns. We love guns.
Jesse,
and I'm just telling you this, Jesse. You want to try to make fun of my dead mom. You want to make fun of my grandmother, but you don't really. You make fun of me, dude. But you're not like that. You're a coward. You're pathetic, dude. That's why you're so
made
sad.
Fun of
and
you
that's
on
why
like 15 shows, and you've done nothing but whine about that for this entire appearance.
I whine about what? That you worship Mersh, that you love Mersh, that you spend thousands of hours editing
leap
videos.
to a new topic when the last one doesn't go your way.
It takes you hundreds of hours to make
so
those
much
videos of
that
Mersh.
you are crying about it right now.
So
now
I'm
trying to say all I do is make fun of your dead mom. This is like the first time I've ever even publicly brought this up.
Jesse, if I could.
So you're making fun of my dead mom. You're so cool, dude. My mom was murdered, given remdesivir, and I told him not to.
Your mom wasn't murdered.
Yes, she was.
That's
She was given a drug that made all of her kidneys shut down that I asked him not to take.
Instead of suing me, sue the hospital. See how it goes.
I want to sue the hospital, but you know, it's a little hard. It's a very
see if your mom was murdered. We'll find out in the court of law. Let's find out in the court of law if your mom was murdered. Sue
guys, I just want to say before we go any further with this, do we feel like we've come any closer to détente?
I would love to be friends with Alex.
I don't care about Jess. I really don't give a damn about Jesse PS, dude. I don't care.
Then Alex, I want to know this. Unfortunately, I tried for something. It didn't work. Is this going to affect us fixing things with Bubba?
No, I don't. I mean, I can talk to Bubba. That's not a big deal. And listen, Jesse wants to think that like he's some big bad troll. I just block Jesse because it's annoying. I don't want that low vibrational energy. I don't want people bringing up making fun of my dead mom, making fun of my dead grandmother. It's just pathetic. You're just a loser that does that, and that's where you have to resort to because
that's
you
how everybody
are pathetic. Like,
that is above you that you make fun of feels about you. You're an annoying gnat to these people.
You think I make fun of people's dead relatives? Have you ever seen me do that?
I think you had sex with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That would actually be pretty cool if you did.
False. And you know, it's funny.
It's provably false.
Alex, I just want to say, if you fucked...
You wish I was blasting congresswomen. That's what you wish.
Can I tell you this?
Honestly,
Alex,
yes,
look.
I don't have
gargoyle. I do wish that.
Alex, you have a beautiful girlfriend, but I will say this. If you did fuck Marjorie, if you fucked Marjorie Taylor Greene, that would actually be a hell of a story.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just a funny story for people to say, and I don't care. It's not like that story makes me look bad that I'm blasting congresswomen, but it's not true. But my point is this.
It does make you look bad because she's ugly. I'm not talking about all the women that you actually cheat on your girlfriend with.
He doesn't cheat on his girlfriend.
I never cheated on my girlfriend. Listen.
Really?
Yes. I'm not mad at you.
I cheated on both my wives. You're talking to the wrong guy.
What about that time on that yacht?
Yes.
With the whores?
This is the difference between you and me. Is that I can publicly do myself because I'm not afraid of people coming after my family. I live
put
my
up
life
with Alex
open.
doing this? Didn't you and Paige have to break up because you were cheating on her?
No, that's not the case. Me and Paige broke up.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Paige.
Jesse, that's me. You're getting the wrong guy.
Jesse, you're getting the wrong guy. But listen, you guys have a great show, and I don't hate you, Jess. You're just a loser that A-logs Mersh. You A-log me. You watch every single thing that I've done.
Yep.
So unironically,
you're
a
about
fan.
it. It's working.
I know that. No, you say that you don't like me. You're my biggest fan.
You're doing what every lolcow does, which is responding to it. You're responding to it.
Jesse, I thought you were going to try to make nice.
The second you called in, Alex.
Jesse,
I don't care.
Jesse, I thought you were going to try and make nice.
I don't care. Bing, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Jesse, I thought you were going to try.
I'm just trying to tell you what the facts are. You're a loser that watches thousands of hours of Mersh, and you try to make fun of him when you're the one that A-logs him. You're the loser with a smaller audience. You're the one that's been trying to do this forever and has failed. You've been clowned by Gavin. You've been clowned by Red Bar. Like,
I was clowned by Gavin. Said that your stand-up stinks. He's talked shit about you.
He told me my stand-up was good.
What are you talking about?
You don't even do stand-up. You don't even do
I'll play the clip right now of Gavin saying that your comedy is bad.
Alex Stein, besides his terrible comedy show in Dallas he just did.
What happened with his comedy show?
I hear it was the worst piece of theater that has ever been done in the world. I heard the only funny thing was someone got up on stage and went, "This fucking sucks."
Wow.
And then everyone laughed.
So he bombed, huh?
It was maybe he wanted to bomb. It was a weird social experiment with people in drag, and I think
Michael Richards' social experiment on stage.
Sort of. There was a whole cast. I think it was a one-man show kind of thing with a cast about his whole life.
Oh wow, that's
maybe
bold.
You could pull it up.
That's bold. That's kind of
But what's not safe and effective for 8 billion people are peanuts, almonds, shrimp, or lobster. So think about that. Somehow they made a vaccine that's safer than lobster.
Wow. I mean, we can't hear everything perfectly, so it's hard to judge, but the vibe definitely does seem
like I'm
catastrophic.
It just goes on. You don't really hear any audience reactions.
We've all bombed.
It happens. What are you going to do? You know.
Your stand-up shows are so fucking miserably embarrassingly
comedy's
bad.
subjective, so you can say it's bad, but that's why I'm selling tickets. That's why I headline clubs. It's so bad.
Okay, so boys, if I may,
comedy is subjective. He said.
Boys,
so you're gonna wrap this up with comedy is subjective.
He's not Jesse.
Everything I do is good.
So what I gather
is subjective.
What I gather from this is that Jesse, you're kind of gay when it comes to old ladies shooting high school kids, which is fucking rad. It's kind of cool. And
no, you love child endangerment, right? You're super big on that.
Oh fuck! I walked into that.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go, but
Alex,
I'm just telling you, make 1,000 hours of content about me. Make 1,000 hours of content about Mersh. You're winning.
No, you just made the content for me. I don't have to make anything. This is it.
Oh yeah, that's why you're spending hours editing videos.
You just did it. I don't have to edit anything. This is it. It happened. You're on my content right now. Happy to be
fuck
here.
you.
Welcome to the show.
All right, now Alex.
I'm just saying, you're the loser obsessed with me. I'm not obsessed with you. I just came here because I just want to tell you, I don't have any hard feelings. I don't have any hard feelings. You can live your life.
Happy to be here. Just say happy to be here.
Alex,
I appreciate that you're watching.
Just say happy to be here, Alex.
Keep watching it and
happy to be here. Just say happy to be here.
Alex, I just want to say, Alex, before you do have to go, and I appreciate you calling in, and we gave it our best shot. I did think the thing with Ethan Van Sciver today was good because I really hated that guy beforehand, and I kind of like him now.
Yeah, Ethan's an okay guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Ethan's a good guy. But Jess, you guys have a good one. I'm out of here.
Why, have enough
Alex, I tried. I brought a rattlesnake. I brought a rattlesnake into my tent, and it didn't work out tonight, I guess. But look,
Jess is a loser. Jess is going to go watch Mersh for the next 5 hours.
To be here.
Let me. Alex, we're still.
Enemy is Mersh. Literally, think about that.
Alex,
you're obsessed with Mersh, but
Alex,
have a good one.
Alex, we're gonna work. We're gonna work on this Bubba thing, buddy.
Go watch some more Mersh. Hey, go put on Mersh and enjoy yourself.
I will.
Jeff.
He's a giant lolcow, and Aaron also hates him now.
I didn't say I hate it, Alex. I like all of you people.
You hate him.
All right, Alex, listen, buddy.
Keep watching my show, Jess. Thank you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for calling in, Alex. And we're gonna. God damn it, for 5 seconds.
All
right, Alex. Thank you very much for calling in, and we're gonna work on this Bubba thing. And thanks for being a good sport.
Sounds good.
All right, later. Bye.
We can still be pal.
You see what you do?
You did that, actually.
I lost all control over that for a solid 8 minutes.
I don't know why you were talking. Why do you want to jump in during the middle of that? This is the worst thing every moderator does is they try to jump in during the middle.
I really thought I was going to bring that thing back down to earth.
No. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he and I could still maybe patch things up?
I feel like there's maybe a chance. Yeah, I feel like
there's some wiggle room.
Yeah,
right?
you guys left an opening there at the end, I think. Because
I mean, it's so funny. Like every cow, they have to respond. He had to come on. He knew. So he knew before coming on I was on here.
Yeah, he did.
So he's watching.
He said, yeah. Well, he likes the show. He said, yeah, I want to talk to.
He was at dinner.
He likes watching the show at dinner.
Somebody, you know what really happened?
I'm a digestif.
Here's what really happened. Somebody was watching in chat and was like warning him. They gave him the call, shut it down, and he was like, "Prove I'm king of trolls." So he was watching the whole thing.
I thought you guys.
Incredible.
Can I say this?
Thank you. Aaron, thank you.
Let me say this. I thought you guys I thought you both gave as good as you got. I thought he made a good point on the grandma thing, Jesse. It is cool when your grandma shoots kids.
You made that point. You think that's good because you made it. He didn't make that point. He glommed onto you making the point.
He
didn't
said
make a single point.
He said my grandmother. He said
I started saying Betty Minyard Stein, and he didn't know what to say.
And could you wait until we're on Just Rumble to drop the K-bomb? I just appreciate it.
Yeah, listen.
You got carried away.
Can I be honest with you about that? Yeah. I didn't get carried away. In fact, I had been thinking about it for about 5 minutes before I said it. And I was weighing whether or not I should do it because I do feel bad about doing it.
That's more respect than you give most channels, so I appreciate that.
Honestly, I was like, oh, don't do it. But then he said the thing about he's rich and that he's going to sue. And I'm like, come on. Like, this guy literally lies about being Jewish. I don't even feel that way about Jewish people.
No, it didn't seem like it.
So I just know that he doesn't know what to say when you say shit like that. I apologize, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Look, I like you both.
But that was great radio.
It was. I wanted to thank Alex before he left. I wanted to thank both of you for the clip.
Hey, happy to be here.
That'll go up. That one will go up. I got the Alex versus Jesse from PODAWFUL.
Just put that out as an episode now. I mean, this is crazy.
Give me about 12 hours to get it up as a clip. And you can do it with what you want.
I'm honestly, I'll give Alex this if I can give him.
Yeah, I think Alex deserves a lot of credit. That was ballsy for him to call in.
If I give him the tiniest bit of flowers, it's the first time he's nutted up to talk to me since he got too scared to come on my show a couple of years ago.
And like I said, I think you guys gave as good as you got.
I disagree with that, obviously, wholeheartedly. Yeah. I think he stunk, and I think the chat really was on my side pretty much the entire time. I'm not reading it. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just assuming. He's watching right now, by the way, too.
Lisa just said Alex is nuts.
He's turned into his girl right now. Yeah,
look at this. Alex's nuts grew slightly with this interaction. See, people they respect him. They respect him.
I agree with that. 100%. But he's like, he's got his ape, and he's turning to her right now and going, I didn't cheat on his fake. He's lying. He's a liar.
I don't think he cheated on his girl.
No, I mean, okay. Yeah, all right, man. Whatever you want to say.
But look at this. I would defend you the same way. I would say I don't think Jesse cheated on his girl.
Well,
I'm a guy like that. I'm a guy like that.
I would hope that you've learned the lesson from your experience with being groomed by Nick Rekieta.
Let's talk about it because we got like 15 minutes and I'm very interested in your theory. Now, you called me not a cuck, which is interesting. And
now that I took over your show, I'm not so sure. But
okay, yeah, that was a big cucking just now. I did feel very uncomfortable. And 2, you said I was groomed by Nick Rekieta. See, now if we would have started with this with Alex, maybe you guys could have found some common ground.
I would have loved to have had a normal conversation with Alex. I just don't know if he's capable of bringing the volume down. Loud equals funny.
Can you say PODAWFUL is the best show on the internet?
Perry Caravello Live is the best show on the internet.
How about this? Snap 2, sit up straight, and say, hey, I'm Perry Caravello, and I think PODAWFUL is the best show on the internet.
Look, all right, I'll be nice and I'll say I think PODAWFUL is the best show on the internet. But I really think my show is the best show on the internet. But when I snap out of this funk, is when my show is the best show on the internet.
Nah, not tonight. Far from the best show tonight.
Not tonight. Exactly. Tonight, no good.
Okay, we got a poll running here on who won that. We'll check that in a second. I apologize about the audio in that. I don't know if it's Aaron's audio or I can't remember I think we use Zoom, but it is cutting out the high end on everything in my audio. Alex was calling in through Aaron's phone, so his audio is completely different. A lot of people were accusing Aaron of turning my volume down during that, but listening back on headphones to it, I'm pretty sure Zoom was like cutting out all the high end, because every time I tried to do an Alex impression, I was going, ah, and you can't even hear a single word. Like you can't hear the sound at all. So every little tiny bit of high end in there is completely cut out. I apologize. There's nothing I can do about that. That's just the actual audio. Krautcat says Mersh has an evil Krang villain piloting his fat around like a mech suit. That's why he has been loving this villain arc with Steel Toe. All right, great comment. And Taylor says, sending some love to my sweet brother-in-law. Oh, thank you, Taylor. That's so sweet of you. $5 Australian. Okay, well, $5 Australian, a little cheap, but thank you, Taylor. Thank you so much. We love and appreciate you. And by the way, thank you to there's one guy caping hard for Alex in chat. Thank you to that guy. Alex needs one dude. I mean, he's in there every 5 lines. He's actually repeating what people say about me and then just saying it about Alex instead. It's very insane, but I love that you're here. All right, so we've got now over 200 votes on this who won. Your choices are Alex, Jesse, Aaron, and chat. And you know what? I'm going to leave the poll going. We'll leave the poll going to the end. Why not? We don't have to get into the poll right this second. So we'll see at the end of the show who wins. I mean, listen, obviously, I've got home turf advantage here. So it's not even, it's unfair. It's 100% unfair, but we'll talk about all that. All right, check this out. This is Mersh's reaction. By the way, I 100% agree with Alex that watching Mersh makes you a loser. I definitely agree with that. So thank you to Alex for saying that. I don't know if you've ever said anything so real.
I'm happy to be here. But I am gay.
Okay, well that.
Yeah, because I'm a fake Jew. I'm not even Jewish, but yeah, I kind of Jew.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a psychopath. I'm a freak.
Okay. So this apparently was happening while I was live. Now, again, we don't watch Aaron. I mean, not Aaron. I watch a sick amount of Aaron. I watch a diagnosable amount of Steel Toe at this point, and I really hate it. I really got to stop. Somebody's got to break me free of this. We don't really watch Alex. We don't even really watch Nightwave anymore. It's just when a guy clips Nightwave that we ever cover Mersh at this point, because it is horrifically unwatchable. And you know I wasn't watching this one because this happened live while I was on with Aaron. Angie from PodAwful Savage Clips clipped this and told me, hey, you're not going to believe this. Mersh was reacting live to you on Steel Toe. And, well, you'll see what happens. Take a look at this.
I hate to admit that fucking red-lighted fucking goofy tooth fucking retard Jesse made a good point.
Goofy tooth.
But Jesse made a good point tonight. And I hate to say, it pains me to admit it. But when you're right, you're right. And when he said, yeah, but that was just like a pest to them. And he's like, yeah, and that's what, like, you know, when he's like, you're just a pest to me. You're like a loser doing all this shit to get attention. Jesse had a good point. But isn't everybody above you in the pecking order looking at you, saying that you're also the fucking little pest trying to make clout off of, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to admit that Jesse was right there, but he was kind of right there.
That's official. That's on record.
The reason I don't acknowledge the ankle biters most of the
Excuse me? Hang on a second. What? All right. I was sitting here going, wow, you know, and not PodAwful one, Mersh.
PodAwful one.
I thought Mersh was starting to say like the smartest thing he ever said in his life for a second, and then he started wrapping it up different.
Watch PodAwful. Watch your show.
Thank you, Mersh.
Watch PodAwful. Watch your show.
Yeah.
I hate to admit that Jesse was right there, but he was right there.
Yeah, these are drops. These are permanent drops in the collection.
Jesse made a good point tonight, and I hate to say, it pains me to admit it, but when you're right, you're right.
All right, so let's take a look.
The reason I don't acknowledge the ankle biters most of the time and the people trying to like swing on my dick is because I gain nothing from it.
You don't acknowledge ankle bite. Listen, I can't sum this up any better than somebody left a comment on Angie's video and said, Mersh doesn't acknowledge the ankle biters. Mersh must be made entirely out of ankle at this point. And yeah, 100%. Oh, wait, we've got a new one. Hang on. Yeah. So, Mersh, I mean, come on. You don't acknowledge the ankle biters. And by the way, I'm a nobody. That is true. I'm a nobody. Alex still had to acknowledge me. Mersh is a nobody and believes he's a somebody. And he's acknowledging you had nothing to do with this. Why were you watching it live? Why did you stream snipe it? Because you know it was the greatest. You know that there wasn't going to be anything better, but it gets so much more bizarre than this.
It's like I said about fighting Aaron. If I beat up Aaron, congratulations, I beat up Aaron. But if Aaron beats me up, you're never going to recover. Don't punch down. Don't punch down because of like socioeconomic factors. Don't punch down because
you might lose and look foolish. Mersh is roundabout saying that Alex Stein lost. I mean, that's just true. That's what he's saying.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
Listen to this.
Aaron beats me up, you're never going to recover.
If Aaron beats me, so his guy is Aaron, he's saying.
Congratulations, I beat up Aaron. But if Aaron beats me up, you're never going to recover. Don't punch down. Don't punch down because of like socioeconomic factors. Don't punch down because if you win an unranked match, you get nothing out of it. And if you lose it, everyone's going to make fun of you.
Listen, you guys.
Okay, well, hey, cool sunglasses, by the way, Mersh. We totally can't see your crossed eyes. Nice dead teeth. All right, so let's move on to this part. This is where I couldn't believe what was going on. I couldn't believe my ears, and neither could Mersh.
I really thought I was going to bring that thing back down to earth.
No.
And I don't think anyone wants me going into overtime. This show sucks. I mean, if you look at the donations tonight, clearly this show sucks. Clearly I'm letting you down. Ooh, more cat content. Check this out. Honestly, like, I really don't pay attention to him. So now that he's like suckling from Aaron's very ample bosoms, it's weird to see him popping up, and I like it's like, all right, I'll acknowledge like he's there, but like we learned a lot tonight. We learned about the fake. He's still doing the fake base in his voice, and the fact that he's bathed in this red light, it screams of insecurity. It screams of like my complexion's not nice. I'm ugly. I want to be bathed in the like. It's the
clip it. By the way, I'm doing a fake bass voice. Are you serious right now? What does Mersh think is happening when I do the Mersh voice? Exactly. This is the new thing. Mersh is trying to start Bassgate. He's a cute. And by the way, when you hear Mersh, when you hear him finally come up with a new thing about me, somebody told him to say it. He has a little guy, and I know who it is. He's got a little guy in his ear telling him these things, and he just believes them. So he's actually going to try to make the claim that I am artificially deepening my voice. This is his new bit. And by the way, you heard sorry, you heard him do the Bam Margera impression just then when he did it. Let me roll that back.
Bosoms. It's weird to see him popping up, and
it's weird.
Like it's like, all right, I'll acknowledge like he's there, but like we learned a lot tonight.
Yeah, they say in the chat room, still doing Jesse's Bam Margera impression. Listen to this.
He's still doing a fake bass in his voice.
So this is his new coat. Now it's Mersh has been using this Bam Margera impression I did on his show ever since I called him out for stealing the impression in front of Shane Gillis. They had Shane Gillis on the show, and he tried to claim that he did the prank call as Bam Margera that I did. Ever since then, whenever he tries to do me, he goes, hey, ape. Hey, ape. Which, by the way, ape. Hello? Ape? I'm the ape guy. So now this is what he's doing. This is I hate to say it. It's a gaslight. He's gaslighting you. Hi, he's gaslighting you. He's gaslighting you here. Now it's going to be that he wasn't doing the Bam Margera impression the whole time. When he's doing this, this is him trying to lower his voice. This is him doing, because I was doing fake bass in my voice the whole time. Okay, Mersh. You really want to go that route? Okay. So that's the thing now. The Bam Margera voice is fake bass voice. And that's going to be what, by the way, Mersh, your voice is fake. You put on a fake New York guy, Italian guy voice, and he's going to go on, we don't have to play the whole thing.
And the fact that
he's going to go on to say that it's a radio voice. I'm doing radio voice, as if people don't hear me all the time on Discord, on my phone, and all these things. Doesn't even matter. Don't have to acknowledge that, because here's what's actually happening. Just like Aaron M. Holty, Mersh is doing an Anthony Cumia impression. Actually, he's doing worse than an Anthony Cumia impression. Mersh is doing an Opie and Anthony impression. He's doing the whole show. Listen to O&A. They're, by the way, doing a Colin Quinn voice. They're not doing radio voice. They're doing Colin Quinn voice or Bill Burr voice. Oh, dude, it's brutal. Oh, brutal honesty. Oh, we're having brutal honesty. Shut up, stupid. It stinks. Everything stinks. They're doing New York guy. All right. And by the way, I know Bill Burr is from Boston. I even know Opie, I think, is from Boston or something like that. I know. They're still doing New York guy. They're all doing, hey, I'm a New York guy. The whole thing. Opie and Anthony, when they would do Jocktoberfest, the first thing they'd make fun of on any radio show they were covering was that they're doing radio voice. Radio voice is fake. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. When I say it's fake, I don't mean they are faking their voices. It's not a real concept. All right? Catch this. This is going to be tough for the O&A guys out there, all the adult baby wrestling lovers of O&A. Radio voice isn't real. Opie and Anthony are doing radio voices. You think they actually talk that way? Ha, dude, listen to these guys doing their radio voices. These guys stink. Ha, ha, ha. Listen to them doing their radio voice. You think that that's how Anthony Cumia, you think that's how Opie talks in real life? That's not how any of them talk. That's not how either of them talked until they met the comedians they would bring on their show. It's not the way Mersh talked until he started doing his own Opie and Anthony show, Revenge of the Sis, by the way. When he started doing Revenge of the Sis, he was doing Mersh used to have this California surfer guy accent. Yeah, dude. Hey, welcome everybody. And then he became cigarette smoking Tony Soprani. I'm Italian. I'm from New York. By the way, am I going even lower when I do this voice? Okay, so this right here, my usual speaking voice, this is me lowering it. What is this? What is this when I do Mersh's voice? What am I doing right now? And it wasn't cigarettes that did it. He'll try to act like it was cigarettes that changed his voice, or it was being molested that changed his voice, which, by the way, you can molest Mersh 1,000,000 times and it would never change anything about him. He would be exactly the same as the day he was born. He was born molested. He's mentally molested. He's fake molested. He did not actually get molested. It is molested stolen valor. Opie and Anthony, they do their own fake. The only thing they do different is that, you have to talk in a radio voice. You're a broadcaster. You have to broadcast. You have to speak. You have to speak clearly enough to be understood. And here's the secret. I just found this out. I have never owned a gaming headset. Okay? Because I'm not a gamer. So I just found out that all of you guys out there, when you're wearing your headphones and you're talking into your thing, you don't hear yourselves talk, which is insane to me. Do you know that I can hear myself talking right now? That if I do this, you should be able to kind of hear me twice a little bit. I can hear my own voice. When you talk into a microphone for a living, when you do it every day, all the time, for years, eventually you start going, I'm kind of tired of my voice. I'm kind of tired of the way I talk. and you start saying things different, it's just normal. But you have to present yourself to some degree. It's a show. You have to have energy. This is something Mersh doesn't understand while vaping and smoking bones and showing you his kitty cats. He doesn't understand that. He thinks having a show means acting like a badass while scratching his pussy on the internet. Somehow he got it all mixed up. So these Opie and Anthony guys have ruined a generation of podcasters. Opie and Anthony are the Ramona Flowers of e-guys, by the way. Put that on a t-shirt. All right, make a song about that one. You heard Opie and Anthony, and you fucking made a podcast that fucking sucks on YouTube.com. This whole radio voice thing, it's completely fake. The concept of it, they're doing voices. Everyone hearing themselves talking to a microphone is doing a voice. And also, human beings age and change. Here's how much Mersh changed, by the way, in that amount of time. What's up, everybody? It's me, your broski. It's me, Tubular Mersh. I'm called that because I'm a human living tube, and also I'm a California surfer somehow. I've literally never even been to California, but somehow I talk like this. This is real. This is unaltered. This is Mersh's real voice. You want to do real voice? Call him out. We made him turn his chat off permanently by calling out his dead tooth. Call out this.
Folks, how you doing? This is Mersh from Revenge of the Sis, and behind the camera, of course, is my co-host, Royce Lopez. And wanted to help you out, hurricane preparedness, of course. You know, you can never get advice too late in the game, and being a true Floridian, me and Royce both, we've been doing this stuff for years, so we wanted to give you some tips out there. Number one, stay calm. Seriously, don't be a little bitch. All right, everything's going to be fine. This whole thing's going to blow over in no time anyway. And make sure you got plenty of booze, cigarettes. We're frying up bacon right now, too, so cook all your food up, enjoy yourselves. That's the most important thing, though, folks. You got to enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? You got to make the most of your situation, and that's what we're doing here at Revenge of the Sis. So right now, Hurricane Irma, it's pool time. Woo! Enjoy it, folks. Let's make the most of it, huh? Woo!
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cult.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza. Pizza. PodAwful.pizza.
What's up, bruh? Surf's up. It's me, your old pal Mershikins, buddy. Robin Williams in chat says, how many more strokes for Mersh to go completely cross-eyed? He is completely cross-eyed. That's why he wears the sun. Somebody just asked, what's with the sunglasses? He's wearing sunglasses because he's cross-eyed. Every single thing Mersh says is complete projection. Yeah, splash. Hang 10, everybody. It's pool time. All right, thank you to everybody for the chats, for the memberships and all that kind of stuff. It looks like Mersh and Alex Stein might be on the outs, which I'm shocked about because check this out. Mersh said that Alex Stein is his guy. Like, he would never, ever turn on Alex Stein. Watch this.
The Gator made fun of this VTuber shit. And then I was like, hey, I know you're about to do a whole thing on Alex Stein, so I'm going to get out of here because Alex Stein's my and I've said it a million times on the show.
I think, is YouTube being weird? It keeps pausing like slightly. I don't know. YouTube's fucking up or maybe my shit's fucking up. Hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can
let's
fix
watch.
that. I don't want you to sit there and watch a stutter step video the whole time. What do people think of Surfer Mersh, by the way? Hashtag Surfer Mersh in chat.
And I will say it, I will scream it from the mountaintops. Unless he changes, unless Alex
it's still doing it. What is going on? Okay, I don't know.
Stein fucking snakes me in some way.
Unless Alex Stein snakes him in some way, he will never.
There's
ever
a difference
turn on.
between slighting someone and snaking them. And some people on the internet really take every minor slight as a snake.
I'm moving.
Like,
right?
you know, even if Alex blows us off or does something shit, like, I'm talking about unless Alex Stein straight up displays snake-like behavior to me.
What, like shedding his skin? I think he can do that, by the way. I've taken one good look at Alex, and I could tell there's something reptilian about this guy. And I don't mean a conspiracy way. I mean, he might have evolved from some sort of lower being very quickly over time.
Ever?
So, like, he has to show snake-like behavior. I mean, listen, I'm not going to make any more inferences about Jewish people. It's not after the display I put on tonight.
I got his back always. Nobody has been a bigger bro to this show. Two guys that have been the biggest bros to this show. Well, three. I would say Harrison Smith, Alex Stein,
and Alex Stein. Alex Stein is his bro, and there's nothing that could ever come between Mersh and his bro. Oh, except for the very next night where Mersh went back on this, said he'd never snake Alex. Well, literally, this is one night later.
People who I know for, like, everyone else is gaslit into thinking he didn't try to molest a child. Fuck you. Fuck you, you need to be called out. And I'm calling out Alex Stein. Alex Stein needs to address this. Aaron Imholt needs to address this. Gino and Chrissy need to. Anyone who associates with him, instead of constantly blowing this off as, yeah, this guy, he posed to some chick, and as soon as you hear investigators get brought up in the video, you're like, all right, that's enough.
Okay, so he's talking about Anthony Cumia, by the way. I don't have a radio voice. That's what he's talking about here. You know, his hero, Anthony Cumia. If Alex Stein doesn't denounce him, then he's done with Alex Stein. Okay, well, I'm fine with that.
I know I'm fat. I know I'm a drunk. And I know I'm retarded.
This is a totally normal way to talk, everybody.
Wow. A lot of gifted memberships tonight. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so listen, I don't know of any better way to wrap this up than myself and Alex actually talking one more time. Take a look at this. This is me and Alex before all the drama, before it all went down, when we were still pals, before I knew the true Alex Stein. Take a look at this.
That was good, Jess. Thank you, dude. That was good. I'm sure that wasn't really Mersh, I don't think, in the chat.
No, that wasn't Mersh.
Yeah.
It 100% was not Mersh.
Yeah, I couldn't put
listener of my show.
I was about to say, all those guys doing the N-word, I'm like,
were they doing that? I didn't see that. If I had known
that might not be a few years, but dude, I don't care about the trolling. I'm a troll. But dude, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I'm sure Royce and Mersh, they're supposed to come on my show later this week.
Oh, are they? Oh my God, you should have told me that.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll bring you on the show to surprise them.
Dude, if you do, that will change everything if you do that. Like you.
Well, I mean, I don't want to promise anything because they may not come on my show, but maybe I can try to mend the fences or something. Because listen, dude, you're creating content, or if you don't want to mend the fence, who cares? But dude, we need a little radio drama. Why not?
It would be very, very funny. They get very clammed up when I show up to things. They were on the kill stream one time, and I just called in for 2 seconds, and I made like the lightest joke, and they were so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's because they haven't. They're. It's just because they've never really been pushed on that much. You know.
They think they're the guys doing it, and they don't realize that if you're the guy doing it, it's gonna come back to you. It's got to happen at some point.
That's what I'm saying. If you diss it, you got to take it. That's why people call me, "Oh, you're a cringe loser." People, sending me all these messages making fun of my dead mom, and it sucks. But dude, I had to take it. That's part of it. I got to take it. And I don't. I'm just saying, I don't have any other choice. And you know what?
There's like 3 or 4 people in your chat room tonight that like they have specifically like channels about making fun of me and Reddits and stuff, just like with Mersh. And
there's content. There's a reaction channels to you on.
Yeah, but like nobody watches them because I never react, so they never have anything good.
Yeah.
And that's all Mersh has to do. You know, most of the time when I'm making fun of the goons, it's like I'm hoping they learn a lesson. I'm hoping they change, and they just don't, which is good for me, bad for them. But yeah, he just doesn't know. He doesn't know to stop doing it.
I think it's funny to get him triggered, but at the end of the day, it's like, dude, they still haven't. If Mersh was like Jeffrey Epstein or something, then like those like the Predator approaches, like the guys that you can, or not you, but those guys are like the scum of the earth. Mersh may be bad. I'm not calling him bad, but he's not even close to like those. You know what I mean?
Nah,
like those guys,
I don't.
Those guys deserve whatever coming to him. Mersh, like, because he's like whatever is a hypocrite about stuff, which I'm a hypocrite.
I rarely think it's like because I rarely make fun of somebody because they're bad. Bad has almost nothing to do with it. Usually they end up, it turns out that way or they become that way, but it's never what draws me to them. It's always just like, oh, isn't that weird? And usually the thing that draws me to them is something I see of myself in them. It's like, it's a thing that I would bully about me in another person, you know?
Yeah. I know. I mean, dude, it is what it is. I think it's like playful ribbing is what I mean, it's what I see. Like people have made content about me, not that much. I'm saying I wish people would make. I wish Porcelain would make it. I can't wait. I hope Porcelain bashes me in the whole documentary. That's how narcissistic I am. It's not even that I really love myself. I actually have a lot of insecurities, but I'm saying as a content creator, now I'm creating myself. The fact I know how hard it is to make one video, editing is such a pain in the ass. So the work that Porcelain puts into making a video, if somebody even put in that effort to hate on me, I would appreciate it. That's how sick I am.
Well, he was in the chat tonight, so who knows?
That was Porcelain?
That was actually Porcelain for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, sweet.
Yeah, you might at the very least end up in the Mersh doc at this point.
That'd be cool. I hope I'm in the Mersh doc. That'd be tight. That'd be hilarious. And dude, we'll see if they come on my show. Who knows? They may be like, you know, F you. And if they're like that, then that's kind of lame. You know what I mean? So
well, usually what happens if I interact with somebody that they are internet friends with or whatever, they act like they're fine with it, and then as the weeks wear on, it becomes a strained relationship.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, dude, it is what it is. I'm an independent guy. You're an independent guy.
It is what it is. And you see right there, the guy that Mersh would never snake on before he was even such good friends with Alex. Alex was planning to use me as a way to troll Mersh. Alex sounds like a completely different guy there. He wants all the heat. He wants the coverage. He wants people to make fun of him. He understands when people make fun of his dead mom, a thing that I've never done. I've never made fun of his dead mom. I make fun of Alex for trying to seek clout off of his mother dying, for filming her death. Dear God, I pray that you, that me, that anybody, even Mersh, even Dick Masterson, I would pray that if you're ever in a position where you are stofed up in the hospital bed, you know, you've got something around your neck that's making it, bringing your cheeks up to the top of your head. You got tubes coming out of you like you're Marilyn Manson. I would hope to God that nobody in your family ever even snaps a photo. I get it. I fully understand that little bit of a desire to get that last photo and you think you want it. You don't want it. That shouldn't be the way you remember your mom forever. That shouldn't be the way you remember your loved one forever. Are those final moments, those disgusting, embarrassing, humiliating final moments. In fact, I would honestly prefer, you know, they always say like, oh, he died peacefully with his family surrounding him. Don't surround me. Don't be anywhere near me. Have a guy come in with a forklift and tear the wall down and haul me out of there and drop me off into a landfill somewhere. Do not look at me. Remember me as I was, a towering 6'7", 200-pound, completely unstoppable force of the internet, and not this crumbling little freak. Alex, if you had any true love for your mom, you would take that video off the internet. I couldn't believe I was even able to still find it after making fun of you for it. But that's not what any of this is about. And you know it because you make fun of your dead mom. Alex turned his mom into the blimp that is his set on his show. Every single episode of his show has the ghost of his dead mother in it. It's one of the most horrifying, most sickening things I've ever seen. In fact, the chat, when we were showing it earlier, was lighting up going, this man is sick. This man is a freak. We should check in with the poll, though, and see how I did, how Alex did, how anybody did. We're going to end the poll now and see what the final results are. Okay, who won? Again, the choices were Jesse, Alex, Aaron, and chat. And the winner is, no drum roll, ladies and gentlemen, with 49% of the vote, it's me. I win. By the way, trailing behind is chat, then Alex, then Aaron. Now, that's obviously completely expected. Look, the fact is, during that live show, the clips I've seen uploaded afterward, everybody has a different take on this thing. And it's all, the lines are always incredibly obvious on who wins. Are you a Pod Awful guy? You think Pod Awful won. Are you an Alex guy? You think Alex won. Are you an Aaron guy? Huh? And also, you're asking Aaron, why did you do this? Please stop. We hate these guys. And if you're neutral, you think I won. I'm sorry, I've just seen it. I've seen neutral parties re-upload that clip, and that's what all the people who aren't fans of this show have said, is that I won. Now, there was one guy, this one Alex Simp, one of his chat rats. If you don't know this, Alex, his show, he calls the people that watch it the chat rats. And one of his top chat rats, this dude who's trying to be a comedian himself and use Alex to get some fame, because all of these people live in this Ouroboros of clout crumb eating shit out of each other's assholes. This guy uploaded the clip and then added effects to it where it's showing points, where I just keep getting negative points and Alex keeps getting positive points. He says Alex won. And I gotta believe him. I mean, that's what he saw. That's what he thinks, right? Let me jump in Piranha Tank here. Let's talk to the Henchmen.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Henchmen. I want you guys in on this for a second. Hello. Hi, Eliana. Hi. You guys can join in, by the way, podawful.com/cult. Just wrapping up the show here, but I got a final thought, and I figured the Henchmen should probably be in on this. Now, these guys all told me afterward, oh, you won. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And, I've been there before. I went on the kill stream against Dick Masterson and all those guys, Mr. Matoker and all these guys. And everybody thought those guys won. And then 6 years later, they were like, oh, wait, oops, So, these sorts of things, they're fleeting. Your feelings on them can be completely fleeting. But what I realized is Alex is actually right.
Whoa.
I'm not afraid to be the bigger man, to be the greatest guy and say when a guy's right, he's right. I mean, if Mersh can do it, and by the way, he did.
I hate to admit that Jesse was right there, but he was right there.
Yeah. So I want to be the bigger guy. I want to say Alex is right about something. The thing that matters most is how many people you have watching you. Because if it all depends on who likes you more, then that's what's going to determine who wins, right? If you're in every little fight, and Alex clearly was floundering. I mean, let's be objective for a second. Alex did not look good in that fight. But if more people say he won, then he won. The history books are declared not by the winners, but by the writers of the history books. This is a phrase they get wrong all the time. So, Henchmen, I wanted to get you guys in on this for a second because I was thinking, well, wait a second. What would that mean if we stole some of Alex's audience?
I think we've done that a little bit.
I think we
That'd be pretty
I think we have done that a little bit, right? Like
yeah.
There's been
a certain
what? Go ahead.
Yeah. A certain individual.
Well, not just an individual, actually, a few people.
Oh, sure.
Now, I got contacted a little while ago by one of Alex's top fans, an employee of his. And and I was given unrestricted access to every single thing that Alex has produced for his show and all of his stand-up, everything, uncut, okay? I have a treasure trove of content that Alex does not want you to see. And I mean everything. And by the way, we know Alex is watching this right now, so hi, Alex. That's right. Yeah, I've got everything. Your show, technically speaking, has been pwned, okay? It has been fully pwned, but it gets worse than that. See, in Alex's mind right now, he thinks he knows who I'm talking about, but there's not just one person. As a matter of fact, people keep coming to me from Alex's audience over and over again. And this is what used to happen to Mersh. I'm glad you brought up Mersh so many times during our argument to try to deflect, because you are now Mersh. I needed to understand, back in the day, we stole about half of our OTC's audience. And then we promptly discarded most of them because they were ROTC's audience. Okay. So yeah, that's true. Just
didn't really win the gold medal there.
Don't think just because we don't keep some of these people around, that doesn't mean they're not showing up. The fact is, whenever I make fun of somebody online, when that person's audience starts to hate them, and your audience is starting to hate you, Alex, they come to me because they want me to know everything. They want to divulge shit. Now, what Alex is thinking is that the person that came to me is the same person who is actually here right now. I don't know if she wants to talk or not, but Lisa, who was on Ethan Ralph's show. Lisa, you listening?
Hey.
Hi. Hey. You can say more than just hey, right?
There we go. You can hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hi, Alex. Hope you're watching. Love you.
Okay. So Alex thinks I mean Lisa. And I do mean Lisa, but I also mean other people. In fact, Lisa is not the first person to come to me. Now, Lisa, you came to me what? Back in like February, I think it was, with all your stuff?
Yeah. It was around February.
And I just sat there. And I didn't do anything. And that probably pissed you off a little bit, Lisa, didn't it? Like, weren't you kind of mad that we didn't really do a show about Alex?
Yeah, kind of. I was pretty mad at you, but I could understand. You're a busy man.
Well, it wasn't just that I was a busy man. I mean, one, my channel had been taken down. I was trying to get the show back on its feet. I loved all the info you were giving me. I just didn't think it looked right to confront Alex. You know, it's why I don't, people keep asking me to start making fun of Dick Masterson again. And to me, right now, until something specific happens to me, it kind of looks like sour grapes to just keep confronting the same guy over and over again about the same thing. Like, I'm pretty over the Patreon being taken down because it led to the Pizza Fund. And the Pizza Fund has been a rousing success. It's probably better that we didn't have a Patreon. So I don't really cover Dick Masterson anymore. I stopped covering Alex because how many times can you complain that a guy sent bounty hunters after your parents? I mean, as long as as long as Boba Fett misses, you're good, right? So I didn't really want to do it. But Lisa gave us the keys to one thing in particular that was very, very fun. And months ago, some of you were here for this. And if you're listening, by the way, if you're in the audience right now and you were a part of this, jump in Discord right now because I want to talk about this. This is the first time we're going to discuss this publicly, at least as clearly as this. I think it was February. Lisa gave us mod powers in Alex's chat. Okay.
That was a fun night.
Now, I used to be, this is hilarious, is Alex has been saying for years now that I'm a nobody. And one of the times that he said that, he was live on his YouTube channel, and I went to type in his channel, and I was a mod on it. I'm a nobody, but I was his moderator. He made me a mod because I was his friend and a guest on the show and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, all of a sudden, in 2024, I became a supreme moderator yet again. And I mean a supreme moderator. I had all of the abilities, everything. And then I gave all of those abilities to all of the henchmen. And we spent a whole day wreaking fucking havoc. Now, I've heard from a different insider, not Lisa, because again, I have multiple people on the inside with Alex. I heard that this was like one of the most chaotic, destructive, horrible days ever for Alex. As a matter of fact,
you could see it in the chat when it happened.
You could see it in the chat when we didn't even record this. I wasn't going to do an episode about this. I got to bring this up right now. I'm just calling it audible here. I just remembered something. Let me go to, what is it? What's his channel called again?
Prime Time?
Prime Time.
Alex Stein.
Prime Time, Alex Stein. Okay. So I just remembered that he actually made a video addressing this. Here's what happened. I told Lisa, all right, listen, I'm going to make an alt account and I'm going to give that to you and make that the mod. Because if they somehow see Pod Awful's a moderator, we're done. And I made a random account with the name David Finkel. Not Jewish, by the way. You would think that's a Jewish guy, but I mean, it really isn't.
Yeah, because I'm a fake Jew. I'm not even Jewish, but yeah, I kind of Jew.
I'm an excellent goon.
Okay, so David Finkel was the name of this account. And then I gave everybody access to this. Now, I know for a fact that he had a video about this on his channel. And I just typed Finkel in to find it, but now I can't see it. I'm going to have to scroll.
Go ahead. It's got the name in the thumbnail too.
It's got the name in the thumbnail. You remember it, right?
Yeah.
All
yeah, it's in the it's in his thread. So
it's in his thread?
Yeah, there's a thread about that whole thing.
Perfect. Let me find this because this is big, guys. This was one of the most insane. Here we go. Yeah, here's the thumbnail too. Who is David Finkel? Okay, where's the video though? This is a different thumbnail on that video. I've got the thumbnail. This is a real fucking thumbnail, but I don't know if oh my gosh, he might have deleted it. He might have deleted it knowing that once he found out it was me. Look at this. This is real though. They went through a whole investigation about who is David Finkel. Let me go to this.
Did you stream in Reverse Glory buttholes?
Yeah,
okay,
one second.
I'm
This is different than a glory.
One second. I just want to find the part here. Oh, here we go. All right. So I'll let Alex tell you what happened, and then we'll do a little bit more revealing about what it was on our end, okay? This is very funny. And again, we're wrapping this whole thing up in a big way. Just hang tight with me here. This is going to get crazy, okay? Let me just turn my camera on for these guys so they can see it too. And there we go. You guys can see me?
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See.
All right.
Oh.
Watch this.
See, you're hiding your complexion again.
Oh my gosh. I hope you can't see me with the fireworks and the green screen and the cats and the sunglasses. Okay. And
right out of the microwave.
Enough of that. Guys, last night we were hacked. We had a
look at this. YouTube is
group of hackers, Asian hackers, we think, or do we know their nationality? Or
all right, I apologize for the pause. I don't know what is going on. YouTube keeps pausing like that. I don't know if that's a YouTube issue or a me issue, but just bear with it, okay?
They Nigerian?
We're not sure. They spoke pretty good English.
But they went after our top chat rat, if I can find her. Poor Morgan Elizabeth. And you guys were too slow to freaking...
Well, let's put the graphic in of the investigation.
Okay, who is David Finkel? I like this.
Okay, it's me. It is absolutely me, and I can prove that.
We don't know who he is. Probably somebody I modded when I was on Delta 9 Gummies.
But yeah, for those joining the show, someone named David Finkel hacked the chat last night and was deleting messages. And we finally got rid of him, but it took a while.
Oh, and so the reason why we're bringing this up is because every single mod that we had to unmod. Now we've added mods back. And Morgan Elizabeth, if you're watching this, I'm calling you on Twitter right now. Answer your Twitter thing.
She's messaging
Morgan
the
was
chat.
having a horrible day.
Yeah, tell her to answer her Twitter. Tell her I'm calling her Twitter right now so we can talk real quick. But a lot of you lost your wrench. We're going to try to give you your wrench back, but it's going to be a painful process to build it back up again, kind of like space technology. So it's going to... Morgan.
Yeah.
You're live on the air. Are you okay?
I mean, I'm alive and surviving.
Last night was tough, wasn't it?
It was very tough.
Not for long.
Hang on. They're saying last night was tough, wasn't it?
What was the most
difficult challenge you think you face when those messages were targeted to?
By the way, here's my Dave Finkel account. I've changed the name to Gabe Utsex for when we're trolling people. But if you look here, it's at Dave Finkel. It's got it in the handle there. I've had this account since February, at least. It actually might be older than that. I might have made the account for something else. I don't remember. But here, proof that it's me, by the way. I uploaded a video to it 3 months ago when I was building the channel back. So all of this checks out, okay? This is me. Now, he's talking to top chat rat, as he calls it, Morgan Elizabeth.
Towards you when they called you, and they said the sexual stuff, and they said the stuff about...
I don't know, dude. Honestly, it's just because I'm a very nice person and I don't receive a lot of hate mail. So
now he's claiming sexual things were said to her, and Morgan claims sexual things were said to her. I didn't say that, and I don't know who did, and that might have been unrelated. From my end, what ended up happening was, as we were wreaking havoc, which we'll get into in a second, in there, I decided, well, wouldn't it be funny if I just blamed this on his top moderator? If I, like, because they were wondering who gave these people mod powers, and I kept typing in chat under, by the way, I had hundreds of alts. All of these guys had hundreds of alts. We had given all of them mod powers. We weren't typing in chat. We were ghost moderators. So you couldn't ban us because we weren't typing in there. There was nobody to click on. They didn't know the names. They didn't know what to do. They had to eventually go in and just remove everyone as a moderator, including Morgan. And the reason for that is I went in there and I finally started typing and I said, Morgan gave us the mod powers. It was Morgan Elizabeth. Morgan did this. I only did that because I remembered her name from a previous encounter in Alex's chat. There's something about it that just seemed so familiar. Morgan Elizabeth, this person just seemed familiar in my mind. I chose her at random. If other people attacked her in other ways, I apologize to Morgan about that, but I just thought it'd be funny to blame her for this attack.
I receive it every day, Morgan. I didn't even notice it. They call me all disgusting names that my dad calls me those names. So for me, it was just another day, but that's what makes me tough, and that's why I want to apologize and thank you, Morgan, for being the top chat rat and taking the brunt of the attack yesterday. So you really were the top chat rat. We love you so much, Morgan.
Well, thank you. I love you too.
By the way, creepy, weird conversation. Morgan's a married woman. Alex has a girlfriend. He gets way too personal with these listeners. In fact, Lisa, I think you've got a story about Alex getting a little too personal with his listeners, right?
Which story? Because there's many.
Oh, really? There's many. Okay. Any of them.
Well, he's gotten personal with me, obviously. Well, you know, if you watch that interview with Ethan Ralph, obviously, you'll know what.
Well, but people here haven't watched that. Don't assume anybody here is watching Ethan Ralph. So just feel free to repeat it because it's the first time most people will hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Alex, he did call my name sexual, which he denies on the phone after he did a workout stream.
He called you sexually? Is that what you said?
Or he called my name sexual. It's like, oh, your mother gave you a sexual name.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's one of many incidents. Now, didn't he try to like kiss you or something? What happened there?
No, he never tried to kiss me.
He was like touching you. He was like rubbing on you or something.
I mean, no, it's like, oh boy. Well, I guess I have to tell this story since I told you guys. But
yeah, it
was when I was in Omaha, Nebraska. When I went to one of the shows he was at. We had this really weird conversation, and some dude came in between us because Alex was like getting very sexual and stuff. And finally, it was like after the conversation, he came up to me and then grabbed my shoulder and squeezed it. And I was like, hey, Alex, you're kind of gripping there a little tight. And then he just sits there for an uncomfortable amount of time staring at me. And then asked me, you want a picture?
Now, you hear how Lisa sounds. You hear how she is. He's doing that with her. You think he's not doing that with other? I mean, Lisa's a maniac. That's why I wouldn't even do the episode originally. Like, I can tell there's something broken inside Lisa's brain. And, like, you know, some of this stuff might not even be fully true. This is what Lisa's saying. This might be her perception of what's going on. But listen, I mean, you told me something though about a yacht. What happened with Alex and a yacht?
I mean, it was Lauren De Laguna was on the kill stream talking about Alex being on a yacht with a bunch of whores and stuff. And then I send Ethan Ralph some clips of Alex before that incident. I think that incident happened in February. That's what Ethan Ralph kind of confirmed to me. Before that, it was in October on his birthday. He was expressing interest in wanting like whores on the yacht. And I believe at that time, in February 7th, he was with his girlfriend. So I assume all those whores on that yacht were there alongside his girlfriend, probably cucking her. And she just has to watch all this because, as Alex said to me once, you're going to like it if you want to work for me.
Oh, okay. Yikes. All right. Well, that was a little heavier than I was expecting for this part about us taking over his chat. But okay. Now I'm doing something, by the way, where it might fuck everything up right now. If the video is fucking up or anything, bear with me because I'm doing a social experiment of some kind. Of course, there are people in the chat not believing I'm Dave Finkel. I knew that would be the case, so I just uploaded a video to that account. And it should be going live any minute now. It should be on the videos there. Let's see. And is it public? I made it public, right? It's probably still processing. Oh, here we go.
I mean, you were Dave Finkel. You're Gabe Utsex now.
Yeah, I'm Gabe Utsex now. I mean, it's still at Dave Finkel. Here you go. Here's the account, Gabe Utsex. Right here, Gabe Utsex. This is a live page. I just uploaded this, and I uploaded this clip right here.
Look at this.
This is called Hi Alex.
Camera. You guys see this? $3.99 YouTube. I know you like this. I know.
So there you go. That's just a little proof that it's me. I'll click the name there. There we go. Look right there. Just uploaded that. So yes, Lisa gave us full access to everything going on in Alex's chat.
And I love Brandon, not so much Jimmy, but
what the fuck?
Shut up, Jimmy.
Hell yeah.
So Morgan, you do think, as the #1 chat right, you do think Brandon is a more efficient and better producer?
they both have redeeming qualities.
What is one redeeming quality Jimmy has?
tell me.
Yeah, one.
Okay, we don't care about this part. Maybe they talk more about the chat part. I don't know. Let's actually go back to the who is David Finkel thing. Okay, so I don't know why they said David Finkel. It's Dave Finkel. All right, so here's what happens. We make every single person moderator. We realize that we can do that. We realize, like, not only can we moderate comments, we can make other moderate. We're like whatever the super moderator is on his channel, which this isn't even the first time we've done this prank, by the way. We did this to Mersh. Alex, you're literally Mersh. And we took over everything. Then we realize not only can we time out people in the chat, not only can we hide them from the channel, thus unsubscribing them from Alex's channel, thus making them no longer fans of his. Like, people were getting mad because they were getting timed out, so they were unsubbing. Then we would hide them on the channel. When you do that, it removes all of their previous comments. So then we realized, well, wait a second. We can moderate the comment section on old videos. We went back through.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, some of you guys were there. Dirk, you were there.
Yeah.
We divvied up the work. Like Smoke,
Yeah, we did.
He was doing the regular videos, and Juan and I were doing different portions of the shorts, deleting all the comments.
It was insane. Like, literally, I was manning the live stream. Everybody was going through the comments. We deleted every single comment on his YouTube channel at a certain point. There was, unless it was made by another moderator, there was nothing left. The only thing you can see in his chat room while the show was live were wrenches. You can actually see the episode. It would be whatever episode before this one, I suppose, when it's happening and they start having a panic attack on air about it. I'm sorry, I didn't have any of this prepared because I wasn't thinking about this before the show, but go back and check it out. This is this one's episode 151, so I'm guessing it's episode 150 Episode 150. Go watch it. There's little moments in there where they're like panicking about the chat. They don't know what's going on. He's having to check in with the producer. It's a whole to do, and they were losing it. So they take everybody's wrenches away. Poor Morgan Elizabeth gets her shit taken away, but they took some of them away before others were taken away. So then we banned all of those people until our wrenches were all gone, which we had hundreds of wrenches. Until they were all gone, we were banning. It was just a funny time. And keep in mind, Alex's show is a struggling show that Glenn Beck is considering canceling from the Blaze. Lisa, you told me that Alex is paying out of pocket for the employees. It's not doing well. What's it looking like over there?
Oh, I'm sure it's looking very bad.
Okay. I mean, how do you know that? Like, let's be specific here.
Because Alex has told me, well, it's not that he's considered canceling Alex's show. He didn't talk about like stuff like that. It's just that Alex has made it sound as if he's losing money on his show, saying that he even told me his bank account balance, like his savings and check balance, and like.
Wait, you mean the rich guy? The guy who said that I hate him because he's rich?
The guy who said that, it's because I'm so rich. I'm sure that's why his girlfriend broke up with him right now, is that she probably found out he's poor.
Okay, hang on a second. What was his bank balance?
I think his savings was about 60,000 and the checking's 40. I don't remember, but I mean he exposes his checkings.
Did you say 60 and you're not speaking clearly because you're an insane person? Did you say 60 and 40?
I believe so. Yeah.
$60,000 and $40,000.
Yeah.
That's not rich. That's on my level. I mean, that's less than my level actually. That's like. Yeah. I mean, if that's all of the bank accounts he had, I'm assuming he's got more than just that. Like, he didn't tell you everything, but that's nothing. Are you insane? I mean, no offense to anybody out there who has less money than that, but this is a guy who was telling me he's rich. I'm not impressed by this. That don't impress me much. $100,000 in the bank? Really? This is a rich man. $100,000. Okay. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Pod Awful is officially rich.
We're in the money.
So anyway, okay, so he's losing money on everything. That's very funny. Now you told me that he and his kid sister ghost girlfriend broke up. When did they break up?
Oh, I just found out. Somebody in chat said that they broke up. Then I looked at like
no. I'm talking about old. I'm talking about old. The last time they broke up.
Oh! You're talking about before the first breakup.
The first breakup. Okay. So we covered this. We covered Alex and his kid sister. They started a podcast together. We made fun of her, and then all of a sudden they broke up. What happened?
Well, according to Alex, he was lusting after Brie Teresi. And I believe I sent you like a clip of him just admitting that. Yes, there's sometimes you have a girl that you want to F or something, and then you get tired of effing her. And so apparently he was lusting after this Brie Teresi woman after he saw her on all these shows. And
he was trying to get her on the show, and that made Paige, his girlfriend, jealous.
I think he was trying to make her jealous, but
when did they break up? When did it happen the first time?
I think it was about June, early June, late May or something.
Okay, so like about a year ago. And then when did they get back together? Because they got back together.
I think it was around November, or was it early October? He was keeping all this under wraps. Like, so much for somebody who loved his girlfriend, by the way.
This is a huge secret. He did not want anybody to know that this had happened. He had to keep this all hush hush because people like me would find out. Now, I just want to be clear. By the way, Morgan Elizabeth is in chat right now. She says they were broken up when Brie was on the show for factual context. That's Morgan. That's the real Morgan Elizabeth. Morgan, we're coming back to you. In fact, Morgan, join us in here.
Please.
PodAwful.com/call. You might as well. Because I'm about to talk about you. I would rather you were here so that you can, because I don't hate Morgan by any means. So I would rather she have the ability to respond to this. This is something that Alex would never, ever do. Alex is having a live stream right now, by the way, where people can call in probably. And they have to like make sure that it's nobody who's going to make fun of him. Nobody's going to start pickle posting or any of that kind of stuff. So I would love for you to join us here. We love, by the way, we love Morgan Elizabeth.
Come in and start screaming slurs, Morgan.
One of our favorite people out there. I love you, Morgan Elizabeth. Am I allowed to say that like Alex is? So let's get Morgan in here. But yeah, they were broken up. This is all hush hush. I'm not gossiping about, I don't care about this stuff. I only care in relation to Alex's reaction to the show. We made fun of his girlfriend. They break up. He has to keep it a secret so that we don't know about it. That's all that matters here. And then also the context of the things I said to him in that phone call. Now, why are you saying that they broke up again, Lisa? Just somebody in chat said that?
Yeah, somebody in chat said that he and his girlfriend broke up. So I looked at the Twitter, her account called Blonde Conserve One, and it's private. I saw her. What's it called?
It's been private. It's been private for a long time.
That's private. That is an indicator.
Those those have been private since we found her. Since we started making
No.
Yes. I watched her private them in real time when we started making fun of her. All right.
Yeah, when you two were making
I know
fun of her,
for a fact Lisa's wrong. I know for a fact Lisa's wrong, and here's why. Because there's something else I have to reveal. Okay. There's something else very big I have to reveal here. And I hope Morgan Elizabeth will join us for this. All right.
PodAwful.com/Discord.
PodAwful.com/cult will also work. Join the Discord. You should be able to come right in. All right. So here's what I want to reveal. How do I even say this? I'm trying to find the best way to. All right. Number one, Morgan is a fan, I think it's fair to say, of Pod Awful. She's Alex's top guy. If you go look at her Twitter, it's all Alex all the time. But she watches Pod Awful. In fact, when and whoever's making that noise in the background, please, for the love of God, stop. I look at her Twitter, you would think that she only likes Alex Stein. But when I went on his chat room and I was trying to put the blame on Morgan that whole time, and I was like, in my head, I was like, why do I recognize his name? Well, that's probably because she's a pizza funder, and it's not a secret that she's a pizza funder. In fact, she's in the $20 level of the pizza fund. She even tweeted it out the other day. She screenshotted podawful.com, and actually, let me see if I can find that real quick. I'll throw that up on the screen here. Sorry, in my tweets here. Again, none of this was planned. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Urquit, it's you, because of course it's you, because it's always you.
Is there a tink?
You're tinking. We can hear you tink. And by the way, you should
put your guns away, Urquit.
You think maybe this is the time it's not audible? You sit there and you fidget.
My apologies.
You fidget and you tink, and that also makes you Mersh. So Alex
Stop
Stein,
chewing on bullets. Alex
Stein is Mersh. Urquit is Mersh. Okay, so here's Morgan Elizabeth, right? And again, don't mess with Morgan. We like Morgan. Morgan's one of us. She's a pizza funder.
One of us.
Google gobble.
Google gobble. We accept you. One of us.
I called her a cat rat because I saw her replying. So
okay, well, we like her.
My bad.
She says, "Oh no." Okay, I said, "Oh no." Somebody said, "Of course, everyone watches at Pod Awful," and she responds to that and says, "Oh no, you caught me." Screenshots her watching the show, which, by the way, what episode is this? Oh, it's just some random. It's not even an Alex Stein episode, so that means she's just enjoying the show. She's not reporting back to Alex what's going on. Although I have a feeling that that's probably happened. Like, we've probably done stuff in the Pizza Fund where she had to go and report back. But I get it. I'm not even mad about that. In fact, I like that you do that, and I hope you keep doing that, Morgan. But I can tell she's a pizza funder because I can see her account here in the screenshot. I know she's in there. So I'm like, well, wait a second. This girl likes Pod Awful too. Well, actually, I already knew that. I already knew that so hard that fuck. Can I even say this? You should really join. I'm not going to say this unless Morgan joins. Unless Morgan's in here too, I'm not going to say this part. But
Morgan, get in here and explain yourself.
Here's what I will say. The entire situation with Morgan and Lisa and the chat rats, all of the chat rats and the mysterious people contacting me and Alex Stein and Alex Stein's producer and his team and the Blaze, all of that has been coming to a head here recently, secretly behind the scenes. And I just have been sitting here waiting. You know, Lisa ran to Ethan Ralph because I didn't cover any of this stuff. So she needed it to get done. There's a reason I sit back and I just let things happen. I'm not desperate for the content like Ethan Ralph. I'm not hungry for it. I don't need it that bad. There's always something new and always something working behind the scenes here. Okay. So yesterday or day before yesterday, Morgan posted that screenshot of her hate watching Pod Awful. Well, the chat rat community saw that and they didn't like it. And it was reported back to Alex. And remember, I just had this big knockdown, drag out fight with Alex on Steel Toe where everybody says I won. And in that fight, which by the way, again, you got to remember, Alex was out to dinner before that. He was probably out to dinner with his girlfriend, Paige. She probably heard that whole phone call. The whole time on there, I'm saying to Paige things, hey, maybe you should look into this. I don't know, Paige. Are you sure he's not cheating on you still? Didn't he cheat on you before? Didn't you break up before? So the fact that Morgan is watching Pod Awful not only got back to Alex, it got back to Paige. And Paige called Morgan yesterday or 2 days ago. Paige called Morgan 2 days ago and asked Morgan to delete all of the texts that she's had with Paige. Because it turns out Morgan, Elizabeth, and Paige are good friends. The kind of good friends where one of them has to worry that the other one is going to give me all of their text messages. Because obviously that's why she's asking her to do this. It's not a coincidence that you post a Pod Awful screenshot and then go, hey, please delete everything I've ever said to you. Please don't snake me. So she made Morgan delete all of the text messages and made her reassure Paige that Morgan is a trusted member of the chat rats, that she will not turn on them. Made Morgan promise. And if I'm lying, Morgan, feel free to come in here and tell me otherwise. I can't keep up with the chat to see you in there. The thing is, like it or not, Alex, your top chat rats are all Pod Awful henchmen. It's just true. It's happening, and it's happening against your will. So who won the fight between me and Alex? I don't know. But eventually, when all of your fans become my fans, eventually when they all bring me your text messages and your private content and the stand-up that you were too embarrassed to release after me and Gavin made fun of it, eventually those people are probably going to say me. So who's king of the trolls? You tell me, Alex. Now, I'm the greatest guy. And what I'm about to say here, this isn't an ultimatum. This is just a nice offer. Aaron brought me on there in the hopes that he could make Alex and I mend our relationship. And after that fight, I got to be honest, as long as I'm not being sued by Alex for the crime of being funnier than him, as long as my parents aren't under the ridicule of one of the galaxy's most feared, then I think we're all good. I'd be fine to patch everything up. And I'm not asking to come on his show. I'm not asking him to come on mine. I'd be fine to never, ever go over any of this stuff again with Alex, because that's where I was a week ago. But then I was given access to all of these files. And tonight in the Pod After show, I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of what we have access to. I'm just going to read through. These were all, by the way, publicly facing links. Anyone could have accessed this stuff. This is not, we're not getting in the way of business. We're not stealing trade secrets. We're not committing copyright infringement or any of that stuff. I'm just going through public links that I have already downloaded, so it's too late. Don't get rid of them because it's too late. You'll just cause more headache for yourself. And I'm going to tell you in the Pod After show what we've got. And then in a future episode of the show, maybe several episodes, I'm going to start covering these things. I'm going to start covering the deleted confrontation with the guy on the street that made you look like a bitch. I'm going to start covering every single one of your embarrassing stand-up sets and seeing which one was the good one that Gavin supposedly loved so much. I'm going to go through frame by frame and find the parts of episodes that you had deleted, the parts of phone calls you had with fans. We're going to match all of those up. I mean, we have hours and hours and hours of content to comb through. We're just getting started on this, and we're going to release it all. And I'm going to do it in the pizza fund, and I'm going to make money off of you. While you lose money on your terrible show, I'm going to make money off of it, Alex. The king of the trolls. Unless, because I am a magnanimous troll, because I am actually a good guy, because the people I make fun of, it's not that they're bad people, although they sometimes turn out to be. It's that it's just funny to do these things to them. So I'm going to give you the chance. I'm going to give you the chance. I'm going to be the bigger man. Here's all you have to do. I will delete every video that I have saved without ever airing any of it. The second you go on your show on the Blaze and say, Pod Awful, I'm sorry that I threatened your parents with bounty hunters. I'm sorry I threatened to sue you for making fun of me. Pod Awful, you are king of the trolls, and I'm sorry. It doesn't have to be its own video. It can just be in the middle of an episode. You don't ever have to give out any. You don't have to say podawful.com. You don't have to say Jesse. Just Pod Awful. I'm sorry about the bounty hunters. I'm sorry about the lawsuit. You're funnier than me. You're the king of the trolls. I'm sorry. That's it. And we never, ever do any of it. I'm a man of my word. I promise you.
Can I get an apology too?
Huh?
Lisa wants an apology from Alex too.
Fuck Lisa. We don't care about an apology for Lisa. This is only for me. You don't have to say any of that stuff. The shit I have access to. You wouldn't believe it, Alex. And I've been sitting here fine the whole time with never covering any of it. Read my radio voice, Alex. I'm serious about this. You want to make a big stink about me making fun of your dying mom, which I didn't even make fun of, while you're sitting there filming her for clout, while you turn her into a joke on your show. You want to draw the line at moms? Okay, tell it to my mommy, who's afraid for her life from the bounty hunter. Apologize. That's it. Now, here's one hang up, one little issue. By the way, is that a fair deal, Henchmen? Is that, are we?
Oh, yeah. It's more than fair.
Because I know you guys want to see it.
To dress up like
very fair.
Listen,
I would have said,
listen,
I would have made him grovel, but that's me.
I know you guys, well, that sort of is groveling. I know you guys want to see this content. Trust me, you want to see this content.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to make sure with you guys that this is a fair deal because, listen, the two options you have, Alex, are funny or humiliating. And I've never seen you choose funny before. So I have a feeling I know which one you're going to pick. But I'm good with either one. This is a win-win scenario for me. And And don't
Can you
think
eat
Morgan
a
in
pickle
here?
while he says it?
eating a pickle
Morgan
while he says
joined.
it is nice. Morgan joined. Morgan's in the Discord.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's in the Discord.
Join the VC, Morgan.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we just need you
Please.
in VC. I would love to hear you. Listen, I want to give her chance to defend anything, clear anything up. If I've said anything wrong, invite people.
We'll be quiet and polite.
We'll be
Very
quiet and
polite.
Well, I'll let you say anything you want to say, Morgan. Here we go. I will at Morbid. Are you Morbid Mona, but your name's Morgan? Is that a nickname for Morgan? There you go. There's the link to join voice right there. Let me know if she joins in here, because I am wrapping this up. We are going to go into the Pod After show here in just a minute. Join the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Join the $6 level. Get immediate access to this Pod After show, where I am going to go over all of the files that we have. We're not going to watch them. I'm just going to go over the files. We'll talk more Alex stuff. We got a lot more show for you. And you get access to that and all of the previous Pod After shows. Podawful.pizza. Did she just join? I saw somebody just join.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Just some guy.
We'll give it a minute here. But Alex, I think this is a fair deal. What are they saying in the chat room? Do it. They're saying, everybody's saying do it. Bounty hunters say, I can't even understand that comment. Alex should also say he loves Jesse's big booty. I would love that as well. But I don't want to listen. I don't want to put a hat on a hat here. You know, I don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't need to sugarcoat this. Like, sorry about the bounty hunters. Sorry about the lawsuit. You're funnier than me. You're the king of the trolls. I'm sorry. Pod awful. That's it.
You are the hat man.
I am the hat. I am putting a hat on a hat sort of man, I guess. Hey, Ray. Good point.
Yeah.
Do you think people even understand that that's a real room completely covered in photos of me as a hat man? I feel like
I don't think so.
No, that's obviously AI
it's
generated.
not a 3D. Smokane, I will need my money back if people don't understand that that's real. Okay, so Boat says, I can't watch Pod Awful unless it's even more red. We will work on that for you, Boat. I promise. Thank you to everybody who gave out memberships. Join the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. The memberships thing, by the way, on YouTube is like a joke, so join the Pizza Fund. The memberships don't matter. Podawful.pizza and get the Pod After show. Maybe, just maybe, Morgan will join us during the Pod After show. That might be an interesting Pod After show. How about that, Morgan? If it's behind the paywall, will you join us? That way Alex can't see it for free. Only you can report it back to him. I'll explain to you in the Pod After show how I know all of the things I know. We'll talk about the things that I wasn't able to say live. All right, podawful.pizza. We'll see you soon. Until next time, say bye, henchmen.
Bye.
Have an awful day.
Bye, henchmen.
Love you, chat.
Bye. Love you, chat.
Yeah, I'm a psychopath. I'm a freak.
And now to reveal my true form, I'm purple. Okay, Pod After Show. See you soon. This is going to take a minute to set up, so sit there. Wait. PodAwful.tv. All right. Bye. Bye. Sorry. Bye. 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 Bye.
Okay, bye. I'm the king of all trolls. None of these